National Disaster Management Act 2005. Offences and penalties. This training material is for use in training of officials. It should not be referred as guideline of government. In case of any variance in this training material, the government guidelines, rules, laws shall prevail. What do we mean by National Disaster Management Act 2005? This is the act which provides for the effective management of disasters and for matters connected therewith or incidental thereto. It was enacted in 2005 but came into effect from 1st August 2007. This act is applicable to the whole of India. The main objectives of the act are preparedness, prevention, mitigation and response. Since this is a disaster management act, so disasters may include earthquakes, chemical disaster or industrial disaster, medical preparedness and mass casualty management, floods, biological disasters, nuclear and radiological disasters, chemical terrorism, landslide and avalanches, cyclones, etc. What are the penalties under NDMA Act 2005? The offenders will be punished under the provisions of the section 51 to 60 of the Disaster Management Act 2005. Besides, legal action under section 188 of the IPC. So what is section 51? Section 51 is about obstruction and or a non-compliance of the directions given by the central government or state government. Punishment up to 1 year imprisonment or fine or both. If such obstruction results in the loss of lives or imminent danger thereof, then imprisonment will be extended up to 2 years. Section 52. This section is regarding false claim for obtaining relief, assistance, etc. And the punishment is 2 years imprisonment with fine. Section 53. Misappropriation of money or materials. Punishment 2 years imprisonment and fine. Section 54 is about false warning regarding disaster or its severity or magnitude leading to panic, and the punishment is 1 year imprisonment or fine. Section 55. Section 55 is related with the government employees. Offences by departments of the government. In case of an offence by the government department, the head of the department to be held guilty unless he proves otherwise. Any other officer found guilty to be proceeded against and punished. Section 56. This section is again related to government employees. It says, failure of officer in duty or his convenience at the contravention of the provisions of this act, and the punishment is 1 year imprisonment or fine. Section 57. Contravention of any order regarding requisition, and the punishment is up to 1 year imprisonment or fine or both. Section 58. Section 58 is the offence by the companies. Every person who at the time the offence was committed was in charge and responsible for the conduct of the business of the company shall be deemed to be guilty of the contravention and shall be liable to be proceeded against and punished accordingly. Section 59. Previous sanction for prosecution. No prosecution for offences punishable under the section 55 and 56, which is related to the government employees, shall be instituted except with the previous sanction of the central government or state government, as the case may be. Section 60. Cognizance of offences. No court shall take cognizance of an offence under this Act except on a complaint made by the national or state authority, central government or state government, or district authority, or any authority entrusted by the government. Besides various sections of NDMA, IPC is also important. Section 188 of IPC says, this section deals with the disobedience to order duly promulgated by public servant. The order could be directing someone to abstain from a certain act or to take certain order with certain property in his possession or under his management. The accused must have knowingly disobeyed such order. Case 1. Obstruction, injury, annoyance or risk to any person lawfully employed, and the punishment is simple imprisonment up to 1 month or with a fine up to rupees 200 or both. Case 2. Danger to human life, health or safety, right or affray. Punishment: simple imprisonment up to 6 months or fine up to rupees 1000 or both. In this video, we have seen many sections regarding offences under NDMA Act and one section in IPC 1860. If you have any doubt or want any clarification, then you can contact through the mail shown on the screen. For other videos on rules and regulations, you can visit the web address as shown on the screen. Thank you.